down for us to better understand why is it important for us to be intentional. I put the word intentional. So why is it important? But let me first welcome our guest tonight. You're so much welcome, my dear Coach Cindy.
Thank you, Gift, for having me.
It's an honor. To my viewers that are watching you for the very, very first
humbled.
time, give them the vibe. Give them. I want them
humbled.
to. I didn't want to really get into details of telling them this is so and so, because I feel like I want you to.
You want me
slowly
to talk
by slowly.
about myself?
Yes. That we are going to talk intentional personal growth. So I want to
Yes.
pick on your words for me to ask you questions. So please.
Okay. Our dear viewers, you're most welcome. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Cindy Kiiza, but you can call me Coach Cindy, and I'm so humbled and privileged to be on the Woman Blossom Show this evening. Yeah.
Okay, for someone that is watching Coach Cindy right now, they're asking, why is she a coach? What does she do? So we want to know, what do you do? What makes you a coach? How did you become a coach?
Okay. I do quite a number of things, and to mention but a few, I own a lip care brand called BR Beauty, and we make the best lip glosses on the African market. I also own a business called BR Hotspot that provides internet services for people that are from poor environments. You know those katangas? So someone
The
can
hard to reach?
access, not really, like, katangas like Chikuba Mutwe, what, slum areas. So people can access internet at an affordable price. So that's what we do at BR Hotspot. But also, I have an academy called Elevation Coaching and Mentorship Academy, where we mentor students, most especially people from poor families. Now, I love that you've called us to talk about intentional personal growth,
Yeah.
because Elevation Coaching and Mentorship Academy was mainly birthed from the thing of the Spirit of God told me, Cindy, you're from a poor family and you've been able to walk this journey. By that time, I had walked it for 2.5 years. And he told me, you've been able to walk this journey and so many things have changed in your life. So there's so many people out there that have the same story as yours, and that's how Elevation Coaching and Mentorship Academy came about. I was trying to pursue my own personal growth, and then I found purpose therein. Yeah.
I like the fact that you're saying you were trying to pursue your own personal growth.
Yes.
Okay, so BR Beauty, the BR Hotspot, and then now the academy. So you're an entrepreneur. Like
Yes.
multiple streams of income and all that.
Yes.
Is it from the intentional personal growth that you did?
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, it's becoming interesting.
Yeah.
Besides work, what is it that you love most?
Traveling.
I feel like that is part of your job for some reason. Of course, there are people that are that are so
traveling.
privileged
Yes.
to do life and work at the same time. Like, I mean, you are working, but also you're doing life. Like,
yes,
you're
it's
having
part
fun.
of my work.
I knew it.
But I love travel. Like, even if I'm
I
not
knew
paid
it.
to do it, I can do it any day, anytime.
You will move. Apart
Yes.
from traveling, what else?
Serving God.
Amen.
Yeah. Serving in the ministry is one of the things that has sustained me, so I don't take it lightly.
Okay,
And
that's
I
good.
make it a point that even if I'm busy, how I must serve God every single week. Like, I cannot compromise on that unless if I'm out of the country. But if I'm here, I will do everything it takes for me to
God.
serve.
That's
Yes.
good. That's amazing.
Yes.
Well, I feel like asking you, are you married?
No,
Thank
I'm
you.
not. What a question.
You know why I did ask? These are very intentional questions
Yes.
because I feel like someone watching us as we get into the deepest of this conversation tonight, I do not want them to think, okay, that is for married people, or okay, that is, because someone
makes
is thinking,
sense.
I've not even yet gotten a family, I don't have children, no husband, no even,
Yes.
no one is pursuing me. Why would I want to, do those
To
kinds of
become
things?
better.
Yes. So I
Actually,
would-
on that note, gift, this is a message for single people. Let me now
Tell
even
us.
look in the camera and tell a single woman, if you're a single person, stop those things of being desperate. It's an advantage for you right now to pursue growth because seasons change, and I take it as a privilege right now to still be single. I thank God every day because there are so many things I am able to do because I'm still single. So if you're single, please don't be on any unnecessary pressure. I know the pressure is there, but don't be on any pressure. Pursue your personal growth, grow and add value to your life. And even your spouse will find you as you've added value on yourself. Yeah.
On that note, come and add value on the 25th of July on the Woman Blossom Summit. Bambi nkwe kati ndi mukwegaira ni waliwo nja okutuuka nga seegairira. But please, on the 25th of July, if you're listening to my voice, if you are watching this, we are talking about intentional personal growth. To the singles out there, I would expect you to be in the room because, I mean, you don't have any other reason why you'll not be there. And of course, you'll be like, Ate work is happening. We're going to beg the CEOs, the directors, the managers, the HRs, if it's possible, to just give you like 6 hours and come and learn such that you can go back and impact the workspace. So back to you, Cindy.
Yes.
I did ask you about marriage because, like I said, I'm very intentional about all these things.
Yes.
So you are an entrepreneur, you are serving God, you having a passion and a hobby and I would say interests. And then earlier you mentioned that your purpose is into, grooming other people
Yes.
into this kind of journey. What else is like your purpose?
My purpose mainly is in just helping other people. Because this is what God does. He will take you on a journey of discovering who you are. Meanwhile, you're thinking it's just for you. But there's just something He wants to birth for other people, not for you. Because purpose is now when you're looking beyond yourself. Not that, oh my gosh, I want to put my life together such that my family, what. That is too small.
It's never been
It
about
must
you.
be beyond yourself. So for me, if I'm doing anything, I have to first evaluate, is it just for me to make me feel like, oh my gosh, I've achieved a lot? Or is it about how many lives I've impacted? For example, I've written a book. I'm an author. Now, the question for me would be, how many other people have written books because of me? So far, I have 4 that have written books because I wrote a book. The end goal is not just in me.
You. It is
So
about
if
elevating.
I've done something, I have to ensure how many other people are able to do the same thing and so much more. Yeah, so for me, that's where my heart beats.
That is your purpose. You live it, you
Yes.
breathe it, you feel it,
Yes.
you dine with it.
If I save money, how many other people are saving money because I am saving money? And out of that, we were able to birth a savings club for women. Yes, out of that, because personally I was like, no, I can't be the only person in my circle. Look, Nga, you're the only one who has savings. Why? You have other people around you. Now, 3 years down the road, now there are other people that joined us, so many other women, over 50 women right now, that aligned their finances because I took a step of saying, Cindy, something must change. You must align something in your finances. And when I started being intentional in that area, I handpicked other people to walk with me that journey. And before we knew it, we had birthed something. And just as of last year, was celebrating saving over 187 million shillings.
Wow.
Yes, it might look as little money, but we didn't have it before. So I can't look at it as a small thing. Yeah.
That's good. I like it that you are doing life with other people and you're not just hiding to feel pretty, to feel like I've achieved this. I like the fact that you are eager and have the heart for the rest of the people. So now let's get into the topic of discussion that we are having tonight, intentional personal growth. Like I said, I choose the intentionality because
Yes.
I mean, we say so much, we want to do so much, and there is no intentionality into it. So for you, what do you understand when we say like really intentional personal growth? To you, what does it mean?
Okay, personally, intentional. First, intentional, meaning you're going to have to intend. Then, personal, it is you. Like, no one is going to do the work for you. If you have to wake up at 3 a.m., the Holy Spirit will not wake up on your behalf. Or your friends will not wake up on your behalf. Look, you will have to wake up and put in the work that you need to put in. And sometimes the thing that we undermine is the amount of work that goes into someone's becoming. We just look at the end result of, this person.
She has
These
become.
days, people actually ask a question. "Naye gwe wava?" Like, where did you come from? You get. So people think that you just wake up one day and
You're
things
happy.
have happened. No. Most of the people that have achieved great things, they've had to do so much work behind the scenes, things that they will not tell you, things that when you get closer to them, you'll be like, I think I'm not ready for that kind of sacrifice. So, personal, intentional growth, you're going to have as an individual, you're going to sit yourself down and decide the things that need to change in your life. And you will set for yourself the parameters of, you know what, Cindy? Now, you need to work on your social well-being. You don't have meaningful friends. You have to do the work in that area, because friends are not going to come from the sky and out of a blue. You have so many friends. No. You're going to have to pursue, to honor, to celebrate friends, to respect them, to care for what they care for. And then before you know, you'll have friends. Even the Bible says that a man who has friends must himself be friendly. So if you know that I need to work on my social well-being, you're going to have to get up and intend. When you intend, for example, I'll say, I want to bring gift in my inner circle. So I'll start studying. What are some of the things that gift likes to do? Process by process. Before you know it, I'm sending you random gifts, checking in on you. Hey, are you free? Can we go for coffee? Just getting to know you. Before you know it, you're already in my circle. You didn't see it coming, but because of intending to do a thing. Yes.
Just like we intend to, I was going to use an example, but let me not get there. Okay, I understand now, like when you say that you intending and then it is too personal, like you don't have to wait for an audience for you to intend to do something. Help me break it down for us to understand the kinds of areas before chi oba kale bintu ki bye tuyinza okutunira ne tugamba nti oyogedde ku social well-being, but help me break it down into other parts. Omuntu byasobola okugamba nti netaaga okukulamu eno area neno. Let's just break them down for the viewers.
Okay, so when someone joins Elevation, the idea that God gave me when I was starting Elevation was to build people that are whole, not someone who is one-sided, that if your finances are working, your social well-being is not working. If your intellectual capital is working, your emotions are not okay. So there are 5 major capitals that we deal in, which is spiritual, your relationship with a higher being, with God, in particular as an individual, because there is no way you can find who you are if you've not found yourself in God. You can try all you want, but there's that higher power, that superior power, whereby when you know that everything has failed, like my mom can't help me on this, my partner can't help me on this, my friends can't help me, who is that person that you can cry to? Who is that high being that you can cry to and say, you know what, God, I actually don't know what to do, but let your will be done. So we focus on the spiritual well-being. We focus on the intellectual well-being, like your mind, building your mind. Most of us don't want to read books because we feel like maybe they are for people who are doing PhDs or what. Or maybe they are for professors. Like, why am I reading books? Personally, I started reading books in 2023. And up until then, the only book I had read was Gulu Gulu Went to School, like cover to cover. That was the only book, like seriously. And in 2023, I was like, but something must change. Like, you can hear someone speaking and they are sharing so much wisdom, not knowing that most of these things they are sharing, they are hidden in books. When you start reading certain books, there are so many things that come to your head and you feel like, even this thing really existed. So you start speaking like someone who is so wise. Kumbe, there is somewhere that you're drawing wisdom from. There are people that have got experiences that have not got. But because they went through a thing, if I read a book that they've written, I can get a glimpse of that experience and the wisdom that they got from that experience. So that's with the intellectual well-being. And then with the social capital, we need relationships. Gift, I want to tell you that for most of the big things that have happened in my life, it's because of relationships. Who do you know and who knows you? And sometimes we think we are going to just gather around a group of hooligans around. No. We need quality.
What did you say?
Like you.
Hooligans.
Yes. You know why? I grew up in the slum, so I know what I'm talking about. You can think you have social capital when actually everyone around you is not taking you anywhere. So if you don't intend to break out of that stereotype and say, yes, I'm from the slum, but I need to tap into higher circles. What are you talking about? Because if I tap into higher circles, my friends from the slum are also able now to come along.
I know, right?
You get what I'm saying? So you have to invest into meaningful relationships. And how do you do that? I love that you're talking about Woman Blossom. We don't want to attend those events. And that's where we are going to find those people. We don't want to attend networking events. But the lineup of speakers that you've invited on Woman Blossom, like, I mean, we have Apostle Irene Kauma, we have Manuela P. Mulondo, and so many other amazing women. Now, someone might be there, and they are like, Mambi, those people inspire me. They are not going to find you in your bed. You're going to have to get that 50,000 and pay and be in the room and tap into that space.
Amen. I'm even going to request the producer to put for me the poster for Woman Blossom.
Yes.
For someone that is thinking, now, what is this that they are talking about? We're having a women's gathering on the 25th of July. This is one of its kind. On the 25th of July. From 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm going to ask you, if you can, if you can, if you can, please just come and attend this event. Afterwards, you will thank God later. First come, attend the event, and after, you thank the Lord later. Don't thank him now. Thank him later, because your life is not going to remain the same. And don't do it for yourself alone. Come with other people, because since you were saying we gather hooligans and the way you've called them.
Yes,
Because they also have to get out of their.
Yes. they
Those that
also
can, yeah.
have to get out of there. But like the Bible says, do not be deceived. Bad company corrupts
good character.
so for some people they must come, but for some people you have to just leave them.
Baleke oje.
Some
You leave them
some
and
you
come.
have to leave them, some you have to drag them, like gwe sigenda kuleka mabega. I have my friends that know for certain things I'm like, no, gwe tewesalirawo, we are going. Like, even no excuses of I don't have money. I'm going to pay, you will refund me. We are for you, I'm not leaving
You
But
pay for them and they refund.
you have to tell me akuga tell me I don't have no, it's okay, I'm going to put, you're going to refund my money. Yes, there are those
I like the energy.
there are those
You're
where
a
you
good
have
friend.
to drag. There are those where the Spirit of God will be like,
Muleke.
I've learned something over time that certain things, when you carry them into a season where they are not supposed to be, they are going to be heavy burdens
For you.
So there are certain people that God will tell you, no, that one, so komuleke. This one, even if it means grabbing them by the neck, grab them. Yes, yes. So I'm still talking about social well-being.
Social well-being.
And just to conclude that point, like I told you, coming from the slum and a poor family, most of the times people want free things. Kati now, you guys, that thing of free things, it will cost you much. Because now if you're going to intend, we are talking about intentional personal growth, certain things are going to cost you money. Certain things, not everything is going to come free. Not everything is going to come free. There's a story in the Bible that I love from the Queen of Sheba, who traveled all the way and came to visit the King Solomon in his palace. And she came with so many people and so many gifts. But why did she come? Because she had heard of the wisdom of King Solomon. So there are certain things that you have to put in to go. You have to decide, no gamba, I am going to intentionally, yes, I might be on a certain level, but I'm going to intend to tap into this space of mighty women. Guys, if you look on that lineup, everyone is a mighty woman. You will need to get up, get your 50,000 and say, if I die, I die. Let me pay it, and I want to assure you, you will not die. You will attend and you will learn so much, and it will be a gateway of you attending so many more network events. Yes, and the other thing is physical and emotional well-being, because as individuals, usually our physical well-being, sometimes we lag behind. We don't want to take care of ourselves. We don't want to hydrate. We don't want to exercise. We don't want to do things that inconvenience us. And usually when you're not well physically, even emotionally, sometimes you're struggling in so many things. So when you learn to discipline yourself to do certain things for you, and I've had to walk this journey personally of working on my body. I started this journey this year because last year I tried, it failed. As like I'm trying again this year. Yes, as I was planning for 2026 in October 2025, I was planning, and there's a session that we went through that was a visioning session, and I was looking at my life 80 years from now, and I said, what are the priorities that I need to have right now? When I envisioned myself 80 years from now, I knew that I need to do something about my physical well-being. And I started January when I was 89 kilograms. And I said, God, I need to weigh at least 65 kgs. And I was weighing myself last month, and I was just 5 kilograms away from my 65 kgs goal.
Really?
Because of intending.
Yeah.
Because there are certain things I had to cut out. I said, me as eating junk almost every day. And I said, Cindy, you must eat healthy. If you're not eating local food, you're not going to eat junk. Junk will be at least once in a week. And you guys, it has taken me a lot of discipline to be like, that Glovo app, I feel like ordering in, but it's fine. It's okay. Let me cook my katogo matoke and peanuts here and have some avocado. And that is how the body has kept on chopping, even without exercising much, just walking.
But you got an intentionality in
Yes.
being intentional. That's good.
And
That's
lastly,
good.
finances.
Let's talk about the finances and then we get into a break.
Yes. So lastly, it's finances. So you know the Bible says money answers all things. But sometimes, us believers, sometimes we think the broker you are the holier. But there are certain bills you can't pay when you're just praying in tongues. It can't work. You need to have some. There's a currency here on earth that we exchange in. For Ugandans, it's UGX.
Definitely.
Okay. So, personally, I started walking that journey as well. I shared with you earlier that in 2023, when I started working on my finances, and then I brought other people on board, we kept on pushing. I started, and savings was like a hectic thing. Like, oh my gosh, you want to eat all your money. And how I came to that point was, I had been working for 2 years, but I had nothing to show. Like, even if you asked me for 100K, I didn't have it. But I used to work every time, and I was always paid on time. But exactly 2 days after the paycheck, I could not explain where the money has gone. And I know that that's a reality of so many people. I had to cut out so many things and become intentional with my money, that I don't lend. Even if you're my friend, I'm not lending you money. I have friends that are into the money lending business. So if you call me and you need money urgently, I'll share with you a money lender's number. Because my finances are not for lending. I will not be on everyone's entourage. Like, it's not a must. I had to evaluate what are the things that are really taking my money. I was on everyone's, like, everyone who comes, like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm available. So genda watuliwa, I'm around. Before I know it, I'm like, wait, I spent 500K on just being a maid. What do you mean? So I was like, if we are not that close, I don't have to. I can come and attend.
Hold it there. Let's just first get into a break.
Yes.
Then we're going to come back. But as we get into this break, think about that part where she said that she was everywhere spending just 2 days after her salary. The money is pure. It is finished. We're going to come back.
Good Day TV, transforming your life. Subwa Good Day TV.
Primary nagisomera ku Buganda Road Primary School. Twalisasula emitwalo 5.2. Most times high school nzize nga nsomera ku bursary, half bursary, ebyo ebintu bwe bityo.
Oyina obulamu obw'emabega bw'ozosomeramu.
Era my mom teyalina buzibu. Association just genda. Nevaawo nengamba kanyumirawo ku school awo yatyamu naye nemulaga nti nsobola. Kati nagenda okujja wano for guild president nga ngenze step by step.
Singa ofuna omukisa president Yoweri Kaguta Museveni n'akuwa ekifo kyonna osobola okukitwala.
Nze sina buzibu kumpa ministry as long as ogenda kumpa that chance to at least work.
Gracious Kadondi nga ye guild president ow'ekyenda mu ababiri
yatuyambyeko ne Your reshuffle happens from oli yabaddeko. That was very good.
Monday eno ku ssaawa 2 ez'okumakya kw'oteeka n'olwomukaaga essaawa 2 ez'akawungeezi tujja kuba tukutuusaako emboozi eno.
Sitera kwagala nnyo kubuukira kintu kirala ng'ate waliwo wedde kye nnina kisitannaba kuggusa.
Subwa ku Gugudde TV. Gugudde TV, transforming your life.
You are welcome once again. This is Woman Blossom. My name is Giftina Kainga. I'm so honored to be with you here. And I'm so honored to have my guest, Coach Cindy, with me in the studio as we are discussing intentional personal growth. I know time is not on our side, but I've been emphasizing the part of we having an amazing event that is coming up on the 25th of July. There is the poster. If you've not yet registered for the event, look at the numbers on that poster on the screen. Kindly call those numbers, make the payments through those numbers, and I'll be glad to have you be part of this amazing experience. Woman Blossom Summit is not just an event, so don't just plan to come, show up and look pretty. No. Just plan to come and learn, unlearn, relearn, be empowered, network, and have a change of mindset. I would pray that every woman that gets out of the room after that summit, their lives are going to change and not remain the same. Let's just get back into but that is part of personal growth meanwhile. So as you are scheduling yourself, schedule or factor in such events, because there is a way they ignite us. There is a way, if I could ask Coach Cindy, have you been part of these events back and forth? Have they, done something into your life?
Yeah, I've been a part of so many growth events.
You've invested into growth.
Yeah, because if you don't, no one is going to do it for you.
Sente zikuluma zotekamu
Not
oba?
at all. I don't regret any money that I've ever invested in a growth event. And I want to tell someone watching us today, if you can't invest 50K in an event, you won't put in 100K, you won't put in 150K. So start
2
with
million,
that small.
1 million.
You won't
You
put
will
in
not.
1 million, you won't put in 2 million. You won't attend summits that are out of your region, out of your country. Why? Because you've failed to take the small step. So we have to start with the baby steps. I know you've attended some free events. It's about time you enlarge your tent and pay and attend some events that costs you something. Why? Because if something costs you something, I don't know if it even makes sense. I hear if something costs you something. Yes, if something costs you something, you're going to value it.
Definitely.
And I've seen this practically, that people that get free services don't value them. Even in my coaching space, the people that are sponsored by someone and it's someone else picking
You
from
keep
their
pushing
pocket
them.
for them to attend, they are the ones who miss the sessions. They are the ones who always have excuses. But the people who pay their money, they value the space and they value the information they get from there. So they don't take it lightly. So I would like to challenge you today. Put something that is going to exert you higher. that is going to challenge you to do certain things, because you can't just pay your 50K and then
Attach
just
your
go
cost.
back to bed
I know.
and sleep. That's why so many people attend conferences that are free and they leave feeling power packed, like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm moving the world. And then 3 months later, there is nothing you're moving. But whenever I pay my money, I'm like, I need to change at least, even if it's one thing. Even if it's one thing. Because I've invested something, I am going to fight to see, if this speaker
Essences
spoke
value.
this, how can I apply it practically in my life such that I get return on investment? Yes, yes.
I like the fact that you're emphasizing the bit of our events, and I'm also very passionate. That have really impacted me so much. But I want you to talk to the viewers. Like when someone now decides to start on the journey of intentional personal growth, because Cindy, me and me and you, we both know this is not an easy journey.
Yes,
It has its rough patches. You lose
Yes.
out on people. You start enforcing boundaries. Like things don't seem to come off like really nice. You start being lonely for some reason.
So what I can say in that regard is you guys, personal growth is not for the weak, but it's the way to go. If you don't do it now, if you don't choose it now, you're going to blame us later. And that usually happens with the friends that we have in our spaces. They can look at you taking small strides like this, and they're like, let us wait and see where she will end. Before you know it, you've outgrown them and they can't understand and relate where you're going. So you end up leaving them behind. And then they start saying, that person cut us off. But it's because they are not intending to do certain things. So your time with them is now limited, and they might now start feeling like, even when we call her, she's no longer available. But the truth is, anytime you get, like I see it practically in my own life, I can have my phone the whole day and I'm not responding to no messages, because the things I need to research on are so many. The books I need to write, they are also there pending. The reports I need to make, they are pending. The students I need to coach, they are there. So maybe a friend in the past can call and probably you miss their call, not because you want, but because you decided to pursue personal growth. There are certain things that you must work on, whether you like it or not. Because no one will do the work for you. It's better for you to do the things earlier, because oftentimes we want to choose the easy path. But it's better for you to choose and do the hard work now, such that things can get easier as you go, rather than waiting for maybe 5 years from now, because we think 5 years is a long time. But I made 27 this year and I was like, wait, who made 27? I remember celebrating my 20th birthday a few years ago. Like, I was like, where has the time gone? And I was having a conversation with a few people. I left campus in 2022. And I was talking about a few, they were sharing some reforms. And I was like, no, for us in Chambogo, we didn't have that. And they were like, those are those people that started long ago. I'm like, wait, I'm the people that started long ago. No, I've just finished a few years ago. What do you mean? So it's my responsibility as an individual to know that 10 years from now, I'm actually going to be 37. So I either put in the work now and be sure that what I want to see 10 years from now, I'm actually achieving. Not just writing down things. You know, we are good at resolutions.
Definitely.
Every year, 31st, midnight, you're there crying, God, I'm going through. Mpitao. But you don't have a strategic plan of how you're going to kuitao. When we ask you, okay, how are you actually going to do this thing? You're like, I don't know. If God wants it for me, it shall happen. No, it shall not. God can want it for you so much, but if you don't do your
work.
part, because faith is active, it is active. You're going to have to do certain things for
Definitely.
God to do certain things. Actually, his part, he already did it. So he needs you to activate it by doing certain things, sacrificing to say, if I'm staying up longer, I'm not scrolling on TikTok, let me get a short course of 3 months that I'm doing and ensure that I learn this new skill. Last month, I was learning about how to create AI videos because I was seeing them intriguing me online, and I'm like, everything is getting into AI, Panag. So I decided to get time for 2 weeks. Every single day, I dedicate 45 minutes to learn how to make AI videos. And I learned how to make them. And then someone inboxed me, could you please teach me how to make... I'm like, you have everything you need on your phone. Like, you can actually go to YouTube and search and learn everything you need to learn. You're going to have to make certain decisions and say, instead of scrolling, let me read this book 1 chapter a day.
Yeah.
Because you might feel like reading 8 chapters is
It's
too
a lot
much
of
for
work.
people that started long ago. Read 1 chapter.
But you have to definitely start somewhere. You
Yes.
need to start somewhere, because if you be like, oh, someone started, they are very far.
Yes.
Like, for example, if someone wants to do a course and then they are like, hey, this person is doing their bachelor's, me, I'm just on my diploma. And they're like, oh, those people are just too far, like we cannot even catch up. For God's sake, you just need to start. It's not about the other people. Wofu need the insight muchintu.
Yes.
Water and you don't need
Yes.
have to wait. So as we get into closing the show, I feel like I said, I wanted you to make me understand, or to make us understand the kinds of things that you really lost because of this journey, because they are losses, we just don't want to talk about them.
Yeah.
And also, like, of course, the good things. The good things. Like, like you are an entrepreneur, like how
Yes.
people talk about business, and sometimes people just see this good side of the business, but they do not understand what this person had to really lose out. For some people, they even lose out of their families, they lose out on like so many things. What is it that you lost? But right now you can stand and say that was worth it. It was worth it. I'm glad I lost that.
For starters, I've lost some friends. I've lost some friends, quite a number. And sometimes it's heartbreaking because we are in different seasons. You're trying to pursue something else, even someone, maybe they are not even trying to pursue anything.
They don't even understand.
So along the way, you end up, you have to just, painfully part ways. Not in a bad way, but when I meet you, we can say, hi, how are you? Is everything okay? Great. But we cannot have deep conversations. Why? Because my conversations now changed. And when you meet me and you know the Cindy of 5 years ago, you might want to take me to conversations of 10 years ago, which I am no longer there. And sometimes for our old friends, it's hard for them to like get along, to really understand that people change. And one thing I've had to embrace is the fact that it's okay to change. It's okay to evolve.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's okay to become a better version of yourself. It's okay. Because at first it used to bother me so much, and I'm like, Vanang, what is this? But it's okay. If you're becoming a better person, so many things are going to fall off. I've had to lose some sleep, a lot of sleep. Me, I love my sleep, but I've had to lose sleep, so much sleep, and be like, you know what? I have to be up early to do this report. I have to be up early and at least read this book. I have to be up early to at least create time with God, because if you get into the day without creating the time, now you might end up in the evening, you're back at, you're like, wait, I've not read the word. So you have to align certain things and be
Yeah.
like, I'll be up early, read the word, pray, and then get into other things for the day. And I've had to sacrifice money, a lot of money. Why? For starters, I started with, of course, attending events here, paying a 50K, paying a 30K, paying a 100K, 150K for different engagements. And the exposure that you get from events is different. It won't find you in your room. Now, I had to take it to another level because I needed to now step out of my country to see what is outside there. What things are people outside there doing that I can incorporate in my life and change it. So I became very intentional about my exposure, the places I go to, the countries I visit, and even when I visit, the places I go to visit. I'm not those people who will be like, let me just go, we shall figure it out. No, I have to leave this place when I know I want to go to this place. The others can be a bonus. I need to go here, here, here for this and this and this. Other things can be a bonus. And the thing that has done for me in my head is that I see things differently. Because if you're not exposed to a certain level, your mindset will be limited to a certain extent. People will talk about things and you'll be the one arguing about because you don't know. Because you're not exposed. And it's okay, don't feel bad, but you have to now start exposing yourself.
I know.
You have to start, and you have to, if you can't go to Jinja or Fort Portal, you will not go to Kenya. If you can't go to Kenya, you will not go to China. Like, you have to start with, what can I do now? In the now, what is the smallest thing I can do? Okay, I have my 30K. I have my 50K. Let me go to this place and see. Let me take myself to this restaurant. I had to take myself to certain restaurants to change the way I think. Yes, and be like, these people here, the way they eat, let me see. Now this tea, they bring it in this kajak. Okay. Hey, now this knife, they use it like this. Some places you're going to have to take yourself. Why? Because maybe they were not there where you grew up. So you have to intend. Ogambe Cindy, you're going to go take yourself to Serena. Serena is not for a chosen few. It's for all of us.
For everyone.
Go buy your coffee. Go buy your food. Sit, eat. Have a date with yourself. Ask yourself questions. Have your notebook. Have your journal. Write down the things that are coming to your head and evaluate them.
Well said, well put. I mean, we can have this conversation back and forth over and over and over and over again. Because, I mean, personal growth, I think it's one of my strongest pillars. And in Woman Blossom, we have 5 pillars. Personal growth being one of them. Leadership, mental health, faith, and purpose. So as a woman, I expect you to have certain pillars around you, and you're like, for me, this is my core, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. But also, if you feel like you are still struggling, you are trying to figure out life, you are trying to understand, like, what is your purpose? Like, what is it that you want to do? You would love to do for yourself. You would want to achieve and anything and everything. I'd request you to get out of yourself, like. Yeah. Get out of yourself. Get out of your usual friends. Get out of yourself. Like, I mean, we don't have time for that. I'm not saying temunyiga, please munyige, but you don't have to be like onyiga, like oh God. Anyway, but get into spaces where there are people that have changed mindsets. You will better understand what we mean when we say personal growth. When you come to understand that, actually, people are seeing life a whole different way. Like, I mean, look at Cindy and what she's been telling us. So, woman blossom, woman, you yourself, I'm requesting that you blossom, but blossom. You're going to blossom from doing certain things, and one of the things you're going to start doing is being intentional with your personal growth. Jesus is not going to do it for you. God is not going to do it for you. Not even the Holy Spirit. He can only. The foundation was set. It is your job now to build onto that foundation and make this world a better place for you and I and the rest of the people in the world. My name is Giftina Kainga, the visionary and founder Woman Blossom. I want to invite every woman on the 25th of July at Bama Sarova Patiko Hotel, just behind Makerere University Hospital, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please come and we learn. The theme of the summit is the awakening. I feel like God put it upon my heart to awaken every woman, whether you are from a poor background, a rich background, or whatever kind of humble, whatever name we can give all those backgrounds of ours. Please come and be in the room. Come and we learn. We're going to say amazing things. I myself am going to be giving you the gist of the matter. I mean, I don't want to say it here, but just come and be in the room. We hope we're going to have Apostle Irene Kauma. She's an expert when it comes to leadership. You do not want to learn about leadership. We're going to have Mrs. Manuela Mulondo. She's going to be telling us what it means to be that woman, the woman like from within. We're going to have Sham Taylor. She's going to discuss for us creativity. We're going to have Pastor Sandra Baingana. She's going to teach us innovation and faith. I mean, are we going to just be in faith? There is more to it. Be innovative. Then we're going to have Pastor Sarah. She's going to talk to us about breaking limitations. What is your limitation? Define it there. Come in the room and we help you break it. We're going to have... who is it that I've not talked about? Those are the speakers that we're going to have. So please, by all means, if you've not yet registered, kindly go on Woman Blossom platforms on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Get the contacts, get that flyer, share it to every woman in your circle. I'll be glad and honored to see you come in the room. But above all, I'll be glad and honored to see God do a work in your life. Coach Cindy, just say goodbye to my viewers.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Till next Sunday, have a good night.